Comfort food doesn't need to take 2 to 3 hours to cook. So in this recipe, I'll be showing you a 30-minute recipe, which is going to turn out incredible. So we're going to be making some Cajun chicken breast, which is going to turn out very delicious, saucy, and so good. And also we're going to be making some rice and beans, which is a favorite. And the rice is going to turn out very fluffy and delicious. For the first recipe, we are going to start off by making some delish Cajun chicken breast, and you'll need a few ingredients which are going to find listed in the description box down below. Over here, I have around 500 grams of chicken breast that I've diced into bite-sized pieces. So I'm going to get straight into marinating the chicken breast, and I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon paprika, a teaspoon garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of black pepper. Add in a little bit of salt and 1 tablespoon of cooking oil. Mix until the seasoning is fully combined with the chicken breast. And once the chicken breast is fully covered with the seasoning, you're going to be marinating for at least 30 minutes. And if you have time, marinate overnight. When the chicken is well marinated, you're going to place a pan over medium-high flame. Add in 1 more tablespoon of cooking oil. Wait for around 30 seconds so that the oil can get hot. When the pan is nice and hot, I'm going to sear my chicken breast. And that is going to take around a minute per side. Make sure the chicken is in a single layer so that it can sear evenly. I absolutely love the aroma in the kitchen right now, and because my chicken breast is ready, I'm going to transfer to a plate. You don't need to overcook your chicken breast because it cooks very fast. So into the same pan, using the same cooking oil, which is very flavorful, I'm going to reduce the flames to medium. Then I'm going to add in half of my onion. That is 1 medium onion. Saute together with the very flavorful cooking oil for around a minute until everything is nice and soft. When the onions are ready, you're going to add in 3 crushed cloves of garlic. Saute for around 30 seconds until the kitchen is smelling so good. As the garlic is cooking, I'm going to be blending my red capsicum and 2 tomatoes. Carefully place into my blender, cover and blend until smooth. When ready, I'm going to transfer into my pan. Stir in, cook for around a minute or so, or until the tomatoes are fully cooked. And at this point, I'm going to place a pot for making my side dish, which is going to be rice and beans. And then I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of cooking oil. When the oil is ready, you're going to add in the rest of the onion, which is 1 medium onion. Saute for around a minute until the onions have a very nice golden brown color. And while your onions are cooking, you're going to add in 1.5 cups of long grain basmati rice, which I absolutely love because it turns out perfect. You're going to wash your rice several times until the water runs clear. That is to get rid of the excess starch in the rice. If you cook your rice without washing, it will turn out mushy because of the starch. When the onions have that nice color, you're going to add in some crushed garlic and ginger. Saute for 30 more seconds until the garlic is cooked. Add in 1 cup of boiled red kidney beans, or you can add whichever beans you have in your house. Toss together with the onions and garlic, and then I'm going to be adding in some seasoning. So I'm going to add in around 6 to 7 black peppercorns, which are going to add in lots of flavor. Add in 1 bay leaf, a beef stock cube, which is going to add in lots of flavor. Then I'm going to stir in add in your washed rice, toss your rice for around 2 minutes, and this is going to add in a very nice smoky flavor to the rice and beans. The beef stock cube is quite optional. You can substitute with some salt. So once the rice is well toasted, I'm going to be adding in 3 cups of water because we are cooking 1.5 cups of rice. So I'm going to use the same cup that I used to measure out my rice and add in my water. Stir in, wait for around 1 to 2 minutes, and when the water comes to a boil, you're going to check the seasoning. Back to my chicken. This is how it's looking after cooking for around 2 minutes. Once the tomatoes are ready, I'm going to add back my chicken breasts into the pot together with the chicken juices. Stir in. Then I'm going to add in a teaspoon of Cajun seasoning and a teaspoon of paprika. Stir in everything, making sure to smash up the chicken stock cube. You're going to cook your rice for around 3 to 4 minutes until the water is fully absorbed, and then you're going to cover and simmer over low flame for around 5 minutes. My chicken is looking so lovely and delicious. I'm super excited. I love the color because we added in some blended tomatoes and red capsicum. For the seasoning to fully absorb into the chicken, you're going to cook for around 2 to 3 minutes over medium low flame. Just look how gorgeous the chicken is looking. And lastly, I'm going to add in some assorted peppers, which are going to make the Cajun chicken very vibrant, and also they're going to add in sweetness. When the rice is ready, you're going to remove the bay leaf, use your fork and fluff up the rice, and just look at that outcome. Absolutely love. Once you've served up your chicken and rice, everything is going to be looking mouth-watering, and I absolutely love the outcome. The food is very flavorful, delicious, loaded with lots of proteins, which you want. And the best part about the recipe is that you can meal prep and eat along the week. Sounds exciting? Yep. Catch you on my next episode.